Yeah, might as well just do a little recording while I'm cooking. This is what it's about. Just doing it when you got time, when you want to do something quick. For me, chicken can get done pretty quick. The brine, yeah, you gotta have that sitting in a brine for about 5 hours. I'd say 3 to 5 hours minimum. You can do it for like 12 hours if you really want to. You do it for 24 overnight. It'll do the job. But I just chucked in this morning, made a little brine, water, salt, brown sugar, peppercorns, and a couple of sprigs of rosemary. Just gives a bit of aromatic flavours. And chicken can get done pretty quick. Probably have it done in, you could have it done in like 3 hours, no problem. So that's why I got started a little bit later today. Gave the smaller smoker a bit of a clean up, bit of a season, rubbed on oil just like I did with the other one. And let it go. So yeah, had it all brined up. Just heating up some wood. I forgot to heat up my wood. It's always good to, if you're using wood, it's always good to get your fire started and then just chuck your wood on top of your firebox, dry it out, warm it up. That way when you chuck it in on top of the hot coals, it'll catch fire quicker. That's what you want. You want that quick fire, because that quick fire gives a good, clean, light blue smoke. That's what we're always hunting for. Just put a couple of bits of oak so that I still have left over. A few bits of purikawa that are still seasoning. And some bits of plum or feijoa. Can't actually remember. Got them from my sister-in-law a couple of weeks back, a couple of months back. So I thought I'd try them. And you don't need to put much. So oak will be my main flavour. That's what I'm aiming for. Then I'll just chuck a couple pieces of purikawa, feijoa. Just gives it a little bit extra flavour. A little different profile. But it'll be done in time for Sunday dinner. If you ain't got much time and you want to get a cook done from morning and have it ready for dinner, chicken. Definitely the way to go. Brine it for a few hours in the morning. Heat up your smoker. Done, ready for dinner. Sunday roast. The wife will do the veggies. She does awesome roast veggies. And then I'll smoke up a chicken. There'll be enough there for dinner, lunches. I'm set. It ain't got to be too fancy. Just got a small chicken, seasoning, salt, pepper, some ramen cube. I think I used the ramrod. So I didn't have anything specifically for chicken, but the flavors in it, the spices, just smell right to go with it. So why not? Now she's heated up all right. I just like to chuck a couple of small pieces on the fire just to get it smoking, just to get it going. Alright, she's all good to go. So we're going at 250, that's 275, that's pretty much exactly where I want it. Yeah. And then once I chuck on wood, it'll bump it up. I want to try a different way to cook it to maybe get it done a bit quicker. I haven't spatchcocked it, haven't split it. I just like to have it as is. I feel like it keeps it more moist. Chuck some seasoning inside it as well. But I'm just using what I got. Got this chicken in a food box. Great deal. And I'm the only one that eats meat. Wife's vegetarian, so I get to do whatever I want with it. Like, yes, I'm smoking her. I'm going to do a Sunday roast. I think it's quite fitting. Cooking something up for Matariki weekend. It's the Māori New Year. Don't you fall, for the love of God. This chicken's still a bit slippery. Oh, no, the seasoning's come off it as well. Shit. Okay. No, she's good on top. Okay. Yeah, that's sizzling. It's a good hot grill. But it's not a major sizzle. Like, hot fry pan, it's just a light sizzle. That means that it's hot enough, but not so hot that it's going to burn it. But yeah, I'm going to try a different way. I'm going to keep it low at 275. It's about 250, 275, just to get more smoke onto it. And then I'll bump it up to like 300, 325 maybe, if I need to get it done quicker. But chicken's great. You know, chicken's good to get done quick, get it done in a day, as long as you brine it. Whatever you do, if you ever do chicken, always brine it. It'll be moist, it'll be tender. If you don't do a brine, then that chicken will dry out. The texture will be wrong. The first time this is actually only the second time I've done smoked chicken. The first time I did it, I wasn't sure about it. I checked the temp. It was at 170, which is the safe temperature to eat. I did it I checked the thighs, checked the breast. It was all 170, 175. But it was almost too juicy. It was too tender. So I took it over to my neighbor who works with chicken. He works in a chicken restaurant. And he said, no, this is perfect. There's no problems with this. It was a bit more reassuring, because I probably wouldn't have eaten it. I gave most of it to them. I'm like, do you want this? It doesn't feel right to me, because I'm so used to like roast chicken, or fried chicken, where it's a bit dry. It's a bit pull-apart-y, kind of pull-apart-ish. I'm used to a certain texture, whereas this was different. No, it was great. I used it in a pasta, used it in a salad, and then I think I made like a little chicken pot pie thing out of it. Because the smoker here is a smaller firebox, it's got a little basket. I've got to split every bit of wood a lot smaller. Luckily, I got a couple chunks. Got some pohutukawa, got some oak, got some plum. The plum is the smaller chunks I can just chuck in there easily. But that fire door not being, oh man, it just pissed me off. I like to use the small one, but since the door failed, it's not been great for me. You just got to do what you can when you can, with what you got. And that's what I've done. I didn't go out and buy the chicken. I didn't go out there planning on making this. I just saw it. Still got a little bit of wood left over. Not enough to do like a full 8-10 hour cook. I just got a bit of wood. So I thought, yep, chicken will be great. Chicken's fine. Won't take that long, won't take that much smoke. Chicken and any other white meat takes on smoke flavor a lot more. So you got to use a lighter wood, which is why I'm glad I still got some oak. Oak's a very mild flavor. A lot of restaurants actually use just oak. They don't use anything else. It gives some damn good flavor. And I don't think that's exactly right. Different woods for different meats. That's what I feel. That's what I feel anyway. There we go. Got some smaller splits. That will hopefully fit into my box. Yeah, we go. Yeah, it should be good. It's still warm. Every time I chuck on just a bit of wood, temp goes up so high, but that's because I've still got quite a bit of charcoal in there. I'll chuck on a few of these little chunks of plum. Start getting that flavour in quick. So for the first hour, 45 minutes to an hour, I'll chuck on wood. All that smoke in the beginning is important, especially for the chicken. So I'll get most of the smoke flavour in the beginning, and then I'll still keep adding wood as my main fuel source. But just in the beginning, I want to mix everything in there. So I've got the oak. Little sliver of Purakawa. She's good to go. I'm going to put this door back on there. Really need to get that welded back on properly so I can use this. I haven't really used it because of that. I didn't actually plan on smoking anything today. Or this weekend. This weekend was just going to be chill, do nothing. But thought, bugger it. I've got a whole chicken, got a bit of wood. I mean, it's good to plan when you want to do it, but sometimes a spontaneous cook makes a really good meal because you just chuck together anything. I just used whatever spices, whatever rubs I had for the chicken, the brine. Yeah, I had some salt, brown sugar, did my thing, chucked it on. So that should be ready just in time for dinner, I reckon. If I do it just right. We should split some of these ones. Yeah. Get some bigger bits of purakawa. I've got some ones here that have been drying for longer than the others, but they're a bit cold. So I've still got some big bits of purakawa, but they dry quicker when they're smaller, obviously. So just get the tomahawk, split the bugger up. Normally it would take like a year to dry, but that's if they're bigger. If they're smaller, damn, they'll dry quicker. I mean, you can get a moisture tester. You put it on the wood and it tells you how much moisture is in the wood. I just go by feel. Does it feel light? Does it feel cold? Does it feel heavy? Then yeah, there's still a bit of moisture in there. Plus you can just chuck it on top of your smoke box. Dries it out a bit there. We've got some oak here. These splits are pretty light. That's a bag I bought before. That's a lighter wood. This Purakawa I've got. It's a bit heavy, it's a bit dense. And the elements got some cold. If I chuck it in the firebox, it dries out. It warms up, it dries out a bit. So even though it's not properly seasoned for a year, heat it up, smaller splits, no worries. So unfortunately, when I was recording out there, I didn't realize that my microphone had died. So everything that I had spoken about wasn't recorded. Didn't realize that till afterwards. But that's alright. Pretty much it was a great cook. It was quick, it was easy. From putting the chicken on the smoker and getting it off and eating, it was like 2 hours. So if you're on a bit of a time crunch, you just want to smoke something, but you don't have enough time to commit like 8-12 hours on a smoke. Chicken. It's affordable. It's a great value cook on the barbecue. And it tastes amazing. You don't need brisket to make amazing barbecue. Or ribs. All you need is meat of any kind. And chicken teaches fire management without an all-day commitment. Crispy skin comes from good technique as well. I did not achieve that crispy skin, unfortunately. I think I had to move it closer to the firebox at the end, but it still tasted great. So it's not about luck, it's about technique. And the simple seasoning that I mentioned often works best. Don't need to overcomplicate it. Practicing on chicken also builds a lot of confidence for bigger cooks later. Nobody starts from doing 4 briskets at once. Hell no. Start simple, make your mistakes, go from there. Barbecue doesn't have to be expensive or take 10-15 hours. It can be reasonably timed and taste amazing. Sometimes we get caught up chasing the big cooks, like the brisket, pork shoulders, ribs. But some of the best barbecue comes from keeping it simple. A whole chicken is affordable, and a great reminder that low and slow is about enjoying the process, not just chasing the biggest piece of meat. So, all in all, still ended up being a great dinner. Carved it up, shared it with the neighbours. That's what it's all about. So thanks for hanging out with me around the smoker today. If you've never tried a whole chicken on the barbecue, give it a crack. You might be pleasantly surprised with the outcome. Until next time, keep experimenting, keep it low, keep it slow. Catch ya.